Well, back to my podcast.
Yes. Yeah, so we were talking before the break about the neutrality side of things.
Yeah, and I don't at the personal level, right? So I moved from the university, and so now I'm a certified life coach. I help people, especially at the executive level, director, manager level, to handle life. And I get a lot of immigrant women. And this institutional neutrality is not a thing.
No.
Because if you put it on paper, that's where it stays. Ultimately, the people who have to push these like the procedures, etc., they are human and they have biases.
Yes.
And in particular, I know that EDI is not just about race, but it really is a live wire, perhaps because we're black and we're here. And it's also because that's who I see a lot in my practice. Capable, brilliant, beautiful black women in particular who are immigrants and are struggling.
Well-educated as well.
Oh, geez, well-educated, more than everybody around them, but are struggling because the institutions are nitpicking
Yes.
and seem to have their race and their gender as the two barriers to acknowledging who they are. And these women end up doubting themselves, end up like, what is the point of me trying to get into this system anyway? Do I get out or do I fight?
Yeah.
And many times they think that they're in the fight by themselves. And one of the things I think I love to say to these black women is, you are not alone. There are 100 more people like you who are going through these kinds of, same thing.
I mean, like, you know, a personal story for me, my best friend, Margie, their family moved here when they were young from the Philippines.
Okay.
Her dad in the Philippines was one of the top lawyers in the whole country.
Wow.
When I say top lawyers, like he had familiarity with the Marcoses at the height of their power.
Yeah. Okay, wow.
Top lawyer. Like, dude walks in the room
Yeah.
and people bow their head. Like, I've seen it. Like, he walks in the room, people are like, oh, Mr. Becerra's here. Right?
Okay.
He used to still get like letters from the Philippines, you know, barristers,
Okay.
Moved to Canada. He couldn't get a job more than a security guard.
Jeez. A security guard, eh? Yeah. So he took
He,
that.
he wouldn't get the opportunity
Yeah.
to move beyond that. Her mom, when she moved here, had an MBA. Think about that. Woman with an MBA in the 80s.
That
Unheard
is
of.
unusual. Yeah.
Unheard of.
Unusual. Yeah, very. Yeah.
She couldn't get an MBA level position in any job that, you know, when you think of MBA at that time, you should be senior executive.
Yeah, well, yeah. It didn't change much. I came here with an MBA and I had to get a second master's for people to even look at my resume. I'm telling you. Like, so what, so
Nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed, yeah.
Right? And so, you know, if they want to talk about neutrality, how about we start with one of those as a point? You want to be neutral? Cool. People come here with their education, highly educated from their countries. How about you, if you want to be neutral, then treat them as a peer. They're equal.
Right.
You have a master's, I have a master's, cool.
And like, even from my experience, no, sorry, can you finish the story about your friend? Like, so what did she end up doing that?
Well, I mean, like her dad just, you know, spent his entire career life as a security guard.
So, oh my goodness, that would be like, even as a coach, I'm like, oh, I wonder what that mindset is like, you know? Because I remember my own story when I first came, and you know, my husband was working. We had the three boys, so they were all school age, whatever, and I had to help out. So I started school at the university doing the second master's, but during that time, I already had an MBA, and you know what? The job that I had to find to support my family, do my part because of the hours, was as an overnight stock at Walmart. I will never. I always tell this story for two reasons: to show that where you came from, you mightn't end up there right away, which is similar to your friend. Maybe mine is less because you come from those heights. I just came from being a broadcaster at home and a lecturer, that kind of thing. It was still prestigious, right? So doing the Walmart thing, basically I had to do what I had to do to survive. But secondly, it is to understand who you are. And that's I think the import of having a support community in what professional like I am, or a community to remind you of who you are when you come into these spaces. They mightn't see you, but you have to consistently see yourself and say, like, this is where I am, but this is sure not where I'm going to end up. It's not going to be the end of my story.
It is not. And you know, Mr. Becerra, you know, he carried himself as who he is. Like,
Yeah.
you see that you met the first time I met him, I was like, something different about this guy. Right? But, you know, raised his family,
Yep.
has a home, built his family, and, you know, is comfortable where he is.
Yep.
But you see him, he carries himself.
Because he
in a
knew what it
way.
was.
He knows who he is.
Yeah.
Not who he was, he knows who he is.
Who he is, yeah.
And nothing you can do to him will take that from, this is who I am.
Right, right. So, but tongue in cheek, though, if I mean, we have to make this as interesting as we can.
Yeah.
Like, Greg, I was not posting any photos with my Walmart vest, okay?
Yeah.
During that time. Like, I was not, okay?
Yeah, no. But it's like psychologically, you're like, what's going on here?
Right? After the fact, then you come out and you say it, but there's that element of, it's not shame. It really is that you know that this is just a period of time that you need to get through. So why am I exposing this so that, you know, so just tongue in cheek, like,
Yeah.
what you're going through, you are going through,
Yes.
you know? Yeah.